Who do dentists go to if reporting the dental authority, ADA&C itself? The following allegations have not been proven in court or by independent review. April 2020. The Alberta Dental Authority asked dentists to report colleagues working during the coronavirus shutdown. But who looks at reports of concerns about the dental authority itself? Did the former big shot in the local dental school participate at a stripper party with dental students while overseeing professors diddling with dental students? Did he have the nerve to poke the dumb Dalhousie dental students after their scandal? Did the ADA&C investigate reports the executive director threatened a dentist's expert witness related to a tribunal, reportedly asking the oral surgeon, Dr. T.S., why the blank are you helping a GP? In another incident, did the big shot have a chat with a tribunal member, Dr. E.S., hinting at how he should rule in a dentist discipline? The tribunal member reportedly ended his committee position. What about another dental school bigwig who was convicted of tax evasion, rumored to be over-keeping dental supply rebates, later promoted? Did the ADA&C investigate a report of witness tampering, where another expert witness, Dr. C., for a number one target of the ADA&C general dentist, was threatened with potential problems? Later, the expert was investigated by the ADA&C and suspended. Did the ADA&C use organizations' funds to support a $9 million defamation lawsuit against a dentist who reported insiders at the Dental Authority for potential conflicts of interest and wrongdoing? Any wonder why the ADA&C refuses to apply whistleblower protection? How else would they bully critics into silence? Did the former executive director install an old friend, Dr. Jack Scott, his time at the dental school and former ADA&C president, as a career juror with no term limit in the tribunal process? Why did tribunal costs suddenly skyrocket? Why did he keep appearing on tribunals even after a term limit was posted? Another video asks more questions about Dr. Scott, but his conviction rate is still unknown. Has he ever sided with the dentist? Was he the president when the promoter of LVI and neuromuscular dentistry was awarded an honorary membership? Isn't neuromuscular dentistry now banned in Ontario and Manitoba? Why hasn't Alberta joined in, even though they have had complaints about LVI treatment for 20 years? Would the ADA&C hate to embarrass the lab owner, LVI seminar promoter, who was their prime newsletter advertiser for decades? Did another former ADA&C president make the statement at a dental meeting that he wanted to reach out and punch the CBC Marketplace dentist in the face after seeing an exposure of problems with the dentist treatment plans? Is this proper conduct for the head of a dental authority? Shouldn't the ADA&C be concerned about a dentist incorrectly telling a teenager she needed most of her teeth capped? No comment. Did the former executive director, Dr. Gordon Thompson, negotiate a secret deal for his salary and benefits and ensure it would stay quiet for perpetuity? Did this executive director terminate the former complaint director, Dr. Hugh Campbell, and replace him with a non-dentist to allow Thompson to influence an investigation into someone whom he may have been professionally jealous? The current CEO reportedly commented that Dr. Thompson hated the dentist in question. Was the complaint director instructed to insinuate in the disciplinary summary that the target dentist had caused the death of a patient when this was not a fact? Was a respected dental professional's reputation tarnished due to an abuse of power? Did the executive director perform a search for an experienced complaint director as claimed and settle for a lawyer without formal dental training? Was the former complaint director, Dr. Hugh Campbell, told he could not testify or provide evidence that would exonerate a dentist targeted for discipline without risking his retirement benefits? Was the new complaint director, Miss Colleen Weigers-Wetter, allowed to learn on the job at the expense of dentists in the disciplinary process? Was she provided with a complaint prioritization guide to allow her to judge seriousness of complaints, or was everything serious and trivial matters allowed to be turned into never-ending paydays for those involved? Was the executive director and/or new complaint director involved in the decision to limit the dentist's legal expense coverage as a ploy to maintain an edge for the authority? Would this multi-role combined association and college action prove the organization did not look out for the best interests of dentists? Did the executive director and executive board running the ADA&C executive in a tail wags the dog manner as hinted by a consulting firm that was terminated by the ADA&C circa 2015? Were they not ready to hear the truth? Why were the public members often excluded from important committees and council correspondence? Did the executive director influence the decision to award a dental lab owner with an honorary membership in the Alberta Dental Association as appreciation for being a long-term advertiser in the newsletter? Did this hamper efforts to address concerns this dental lab was promoting seminars which promoted questionable over-treatment? Was the executive director involved in the decision to use advertising restrictions as a soft way of addressing concerns with LVI-trained dentists associated with the dental lab? Did the ADA&C finally decide to sacrifice one LVI dentist, Dr. TH, to spook others from performing risky instant orthodontics with veneers, even though she strongly recommended traditional orthodontics as the best option? Later, did the ADA&C complaint director attack a dentist author for writing a book warning the public about the risks of instant ortho, suggesting it harmed the integrity of the profession? Did a former ADA&C president, Dr. Robert Huff, get selected to lead an advertising review committee to extend the cronyism within the organization? Were children of former ADA&C presidents chosen by Dr. Huff to be on an ad committee, vetted to ensure they were compliant with the regulation? Former ADA&C presidents' kids seem to get all the sweet positions, and now one is the CDSPI representative too. How cool is that? Why were so many dentists on the ad committee and on advertising tribunals, juries, found to be in violation of rules they should have known more about than any other dentists? Was it a conflict of interest for Dr. Huff to use the complaint director, Colleen Wetter, as a legal counsel for the advertising committee when he knew she was protecting dentists affected by the rules? Who's looking? Why did Huff exclude public members who would care about restrictions on competitive pricing from his advertising committee? Would the public have approved of a ban on dentist advertising of free consultations? Did Dr. Huff's time policing dentist advertising, he described as helping dentists, ever get reviewed by dentists being audited? Some dentists seem to think Dr. Huff's approach bordered on bullying, and in one recording, Huff declared he had better things to do. Wasn't he being paid? Did Dr. Huff hastily get an ADA&C merit award he later claimed under oath, incorrectly, was the award of honor in order to use in provincial court as proof of his good character? Did the ADA&C decide, despite having several complaints about Huff, figure they should give him an award anyway, in case his credibility would be questioned? Why were so many council, advertising, and disciplinary tribunal committee members found to be in violation of advertising rules, never held to the same standards as others, and punished in the same manner? Books have been published on suspected ADA&C council violations. None have been prosecuted. Did the ADA&C financially support a defamation lawsuit used by Dr. Huff to silence a critic who reported questionable conduct of Huff he witnessed at a Jasper convention? Did the executive director direct co-originated legal efforts against a mutual enemy? Did the executive director arrange a secret deal with CDSPI Insurance to hire a council member, Dr. Tobin Doty, as a consultant while on council? The answer is yes. according to court testimony. Why was this not disclosed, and was this favor considered repaid when Dr. Doty testified for an old friend in a court case? Is Doty working at a dental corp office, and if so, has he admitted this to the CDA board? He didn't say anything about it while on the ADA&C council, did he? Why was former ADA&C President Dr. Gary Fong not disciplined for failing to take written notes when an incident of a sexual assault was reported directly to him? Why wasn't a formal investigation made into the reported incident? Are insiders protected from investigations? What about questionable actions of the complaint director herself? Does Ms. Wetter need to respond to questions of her qualifications, or is she allowed to use funds from the dental authority to support her own defamation lawsuits? Has Ms. Wetter revised expert reports to be harsher against a dentist in discipline? Did Ms. Wetter handle a high-profile sedation injury incident properly? Were other children put at risk by not closing Dr. Mather's office down immediately? Has Ms. Wetter used conflicting expert opinions on similar matters, ruling one way and then the next? Take Quicker Orthodontics as an example. Another is One Visit Crowns. Look at what she said to a news reporter. Has Ms. Wetter checked the ADA&C Council to see if any are advertising 1 hour crowns? She would at least find 2 current counsel in 2020 with website advertising Quicker Crowns. Would she still consider it professional misconduct? Her misinterpretation of the rules and uneven application to avoid embarrassing her bosses is clear. Ms. Wetter's team of word police have made a fortune picking on individual dentists who do not benefit from free legal help. Isn't it time she is stopped? The other prime example mentioned and worth repeating being Wetter's decade-long obsession with policing Quicker Orthodontics. It is made more absurd seeing the ADA&C's recognition of a quicker and safer orthodontic seminar at the PDC conference in March 2020. An Alberta dentist can take the course, then advertise the new services and lose his or her license for misconduct. Pleas to revise the advertising guidelines have been ignored. Why? Perhaps because Ms. Wetter is the legal advisor to the advising committee, and she may hate to be wrong. Did Ms. Wetter withhold evidence which would hurt her cases against dentists? Ignore reasonable requests for evidence a dentist would need to help his or her case? Did Ms. Wetter, with her multi-role as editorial advisor to the ADA&C newsletter, intentionally delay publication of a disciplinary case over 1 year to avoid showing evidence which would question the harsh stance of an advertising case and appeal? Is this a dirty trick or abuse of power? Has Ms. Wetter's lack of qualifications in the dental field led to higher costs and unnecessarily prolonged investigations? How many dentists were unnecessarily punished during her training period? Is this concern covered up due to the transition to the new CEO to avoid embarrassment of the former? Is the ADA&C afraid to survey dentists and patients about their experience with Ms. Wetter? If an Alberta dentist is worried about potential bias of a juror in the tribunal process, the ADA&C lawyers don't care. They always refuse to remove a juror and take the juror's word if they think they are biased. But the Alberta Law Society, in its disciplinary process, actually asks if there are any concerns of bias. With all the lawyers at the ADA&C, shouldn't they be expected to apply the same courtesy of fairness as they would get when reviewed by their authority? Maybe the dental authority lawyers don't want to let Alberta dentists have legal insurance or expectations of a fair tribunal. After all, if they want to make an example of a dentist, this inherently means they don't want to bother prosecuting all the dentists they know are doing the same thing. Who needs fairness? How long does it take for the complaint director to complete an investigation? Should actual victims of harmful treatment wait years while she dilly-dallies with advertising cases inspired by jealous competitors? Is Ms. Wetter's lack of dental qualifications ever going to be addressed, or is she going to be appointed as an honorary dentist through trial and error? Could all this explain why so few dentists trust the disciplinary process and 80% of those surveyed rated Miss Wetter's performance as poor? Back to the former executive director, GT. In his last year or two of office, did he, as an editorial advisor to the ADA&C Updater newsletter, ban the advertising of a dental broker for an extended period, later establishing a competing dental broker family business with Tier 3 upon his retirement from the ADA&C? Did Dr. Thompson use his position to interfere with a future competitor's advertising? Was it just a coincidence? Before retiring, was the executive director involved in any way with prolonged, expensive, and secretive disciplinary actions against a major dental corporation, Dental Corp, which was buying dental offices directly from dentists without the help of a broker? Is this a second example where he was using his position to set up a family business for future success? How many members of the ADA&C Council were undisclosed members of Dental Corp trying to fight the old boy ADA&C's argument against the corporate business approach? Wait, did the ADA&C donate a couple $1 million to the dental school instead of rebating the membership for overpayment? Does Dr. Thompson have a pension supported by the cash-strapped organization? Hate to see that get affected by cutbacks. Why are council conflicts of interest not published at the time of elections and while on council? Everything is secret. Even the current CEO, Dr. Kreutz, refused to answer this question during a visitation to Central Alberta. What's wrong with being honest? What if the former executive director's new dental brokering business was later found to be doing deals with a dental corporate competitor to Dental Corp? Does this smell funny? Would this affect his big shot award of honor? Could his activities while executive director or CEO be subject to an independent review with possible punishment applied, or does the current administration fear tarnishing the reputation of their old boss? How long did the executive director extend his relationship with the ADA&C as a consultant after he retired, and did this extension include activities which could involve conflicts of interest? What was he paid? Secret. The Office of the Ethics Commissioner of Alberta recently stated, "The Dental Association is a self-governing body. The issues you raise do not fall within our jurisdiction as set out in the Conflicts of Interest Act." Isn't the Alberta Dental Authority lucky? It seems like it can do whatever it wants. What if even half of these allegations are true? How bad does it need to get? When will the ADA&C meetings be shown live online so everyone can see what they're doing? Declaring any perks, free seminars, free booze and food from outside interests? Cheers, let's get this party started. Who will investigate the ADA&C dental investigators and overlords? Unless the health minister orders an independent audit, as was recently done in British Columbia, these allegations will remain unsubstantiated and unprofessional activities will go unpunished. Is this fair to the public and the dentists?